Okay guys, I'll be keeping the comments on the screen until the race is starting. It'll just be easier for me than to watch my second screen. Hello guys, I see there are 2 people watching, 3 people watching, everybody logging on. That's going to be perfect. We can have our practice start at 8:30. So I'm just quickly doing all the setups, posting it to all the groups. If everyone can just share this, a message that I've sent, perhaps post it on your Facebook, it'll be beautiful. So Anthony, GTPI, brother, how are you, man? Are you ready for today's race? Are you ready for it? We are live, just posting on all the groups and everything, so this is going to be perfect. Anthony, tell me, how about you come up just after the makeup race at 20:35 for a pre-race interview? Just 2-3 questions I can ask you, it'll be awesome. I'm assuming my microphone's working because you are answering my questions. That's beautiful. So I think it's going to be awesome. What time? 20:35. Just after this practice start, that's going to be up on 2 minutes. So I think if you can do a pre-race interview, it'll be perfect. I think everything will be done. So see, there's already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in here. So let's quickly have a look. Who is still short? One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are in fact 2 people short. Who is short? Charlie's here. We are requiring Tachyon and one, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tachyon is Edge 777 here yet? No, he's not here yet. He's just messaged me, so he'll probably be popping up shortly. Okay guys, if I can just ask everybody that's watching that WhatsApp comment or the link that I copied to you, if you can just post it to as many places as you can. Let's have some fun with this makeup race. Now just a quick explanation to the people of what the makeup race is. This is done for the people that missed the final race last week Thursday due to auto drive, which is a network glitch or being disconnected, or just had personal problems and couldn't make the race for various reasons. So the 3 guys to watch out here for is obviously the Pool 1 guys, which was our main event last week Wednesday, which is Sirius GTP GTI and Leap 33ZA. They are the 3 top contenders, and then you've got people down in Pool 4, 7, 8 and 9, just filling up the pool of 8 people. So the big race in the 3 front here is, like I said, Leap 33, which is Cornet, GTP GTI, which I believe is Anthony, and then Sirius Sam. I'm assuming his name is Sam. I apologize, I didn't check what his real name is. So it's a gamer's life, we go by PSN. Should be perfectly fine. Can everybody just confirm that you can hear me perfectly? Out of 5, please let me know how much you can hear. 1 being the lowest, 5 being perfect. Almost choked on my vape here. Great, we have 8 viewers. Race will start. Let's see what's going to work perfect. Rion van der Wat. Perfect, thank you very much. Bread roll. 4.89. I'll take that one, buddy. I'll take that one. So let's just quickly see if there's any ADs. Kendall, perfect, buddy. Your son, guys, this is the father. Kendall Moa is the father of the 2020 Season 1 GTSSA champion KLM Pace, aka Kaylan Mawa. Congratulations to that. Being beautiful driving. How does it feel, Kendall? We have got multiple AD. Multiple AD. Restart PS4 and router. This is got a big ID, so this is going to be very funky. Kendall, I believe you. I believe you can be one proud dad. I can also think that the second season is going to be super tense. Jerry Supra needs to change his drink to KWV and Coke. That's absolutely beautiful. Okay, a lot of people have AD'd, so we might have to see what's going to happen with this race. Okay, so Pace thinks he might be clashing with them. So let's see if there's any race starts. Let me do another race start with the two people here and see if they're AD. Hello, Jonas Diocher, guys. TSM JDJ is John Diocher. He's an upcoming superstar. I think he's 18 years old this year, and he's absolutely smashing sometimes. He finished in Pool 3 this season, and I'm assuring you that he'll be doing much better the next season. So that's TSM JDJ at the bottom, guys. Hi guys, as you can see, KLM Pace, KLM Mawa just extended his greetings to everyone. He says, evening everyone, this is our current champion. Official points have not been delivered yet, but he needed to be in the bottom half of the pool or last and someone to be first. So he is actually officially the 2020 Season 1 champion, who will be interviewing in about 15 or 10-15 minutes from now, as soon as we can get all of this races sorted out. We have some interesting questions lined up for him, and it'll always be good to hear from someone with his experience. I almost entered into the race myself. No thank you, I already did this last week. Okay, let's hope for this race starts. This should be exciting. Let's have a look. Let's see if this race start works out perfectly. No ADs. This is a practice race start for the people who are just tuning in. So please hold your thumbs that there's no ADs or disconnects or auto drives. All the cars go down the line, down the straight. You know everything was perfectly fine. Ah, we've got one AD and the pink. I think Leap AD'd. Yep, it is Leap that is AD with his router. This is one of the 3 Pool 1 guys. Hi, Leapy. What's going on, brother? Guys, this is Jakub Bester, aka Flakvark. Also, a very quick driver on the nights, can do quite a suspecting. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Leap. He says he's searching for a shortcut. Have a look at that comment down at the bottom. He says he's looking for a shortcut. Let's quickly check it. Pace, let me quickly try a standing start and see what happens. So let's check if a standing start might work. Where is GTI? They're probably still entering. They still need to come on. Let's have a look. Okay, both of them got off fine, so it might just be Leap. I think these guys are definitely... Let me quickly phone GTI. I see Leap has left. Oh yeah, brother, are you busy restarting your stuff? Yeah, brother, are you busy restarting your stuff?
Hey?
Are you coming back in?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get in. I can't find the room.
Let me send you the photo of the ID.
I'm gonna...
Oh, there's some people right here now. Okay, so if these three get all fine, then we know it is Leap, aka Cornet, that is struggling with the connection, and Cornet, we're just quickly doing a start to check if those three are coming all fine, and I see that you're in the room now. Then we'll do a start with you in again and see if you're better now. Okay, all three of them seem fine. Cornet, maybe I think you're either also clashing with Big Chief, so but all three of them got off fine. Let's check now with you there if you're gonna get off fine as well. Okay, let's check if this one can do it. It's all 4 of them. I hope Leapy's fine now, otherwise it's just going to be a nightmare for him again. And then maybe he should go drive at Pool B, and then we can swap with Slayer around this way. So let's see if we have AD or not. Come on, let's check if they just get away fine. Oh, bloody hell, it looks like he's stuck again. Is he stuck or... That's not AD. I'm hearing something now. So I don't know if he's 80 or if he's stuck. Hey guys, this is what it's all about. To make sure that all the lobbies and everything is perfectly fine, we might So we've got 2 lobbies up, Pool A and Pool B. So we might get the 3-4 people that is lagging here, go to that one, and the 3-4 that's lagging there, come to this one, and hopefully that'll work. Otherwise, it is going to be just one of those things again. Okay, looks like everyone got away. Am I right? No, Leapy is not going anywhere, it looks like. So we've got one guy that doesn't have his appears in. He's going to add me now. So, just getting pool B guys here. And see if they are fine. Yeah, sorry, I know you guys can read it, but it's just how I type. Mr. Kalen, how are you, brother?
Am I loud and clear?
I believe you are loud and clear. Let's just ask the guests. Guys, can you hear Kalen? Kalen, just do a test quickly.
Testing, testing. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, we'll see the comments in a couple of moments. How are you, brother?
All good on yourself, bud?
Good, man, good. AD is just giving us a hard time. I believe everybody's going to join in one single pool, I believe.
Okay, that would be quite cool. At least we get to see everybody on track.
Now, let's hope and just pray. Let's quickly do a race start here with all these people in here.
Cool.
So, I know we're slightly behind schedule. I apologize for that. I know you've got a busy time with the wife.
No rush, but it's always nice to watch racing anyway, so.
Especially for guys like you that live by it, right?
I wish I could say that, eh?
So I'll just start waiting for the schematics a little bit as soon as we actually officially start with the interview.
Cool, cool. No stress, bud.
Just want to sort this out. It's quite a... Okay, Papa Mawa, Papa Pace says he can hear you loud, and I believe he says loud and he's proud.
Yeah, I've been reading the comments in his
As he read.
your chat, yeah.
One proud dad.
Pretty sure he's saying Jerry Super needs to change his drink to KWV and Coke.
Yeah,
He's probably having himself one right now.
Yeah. Just having a look here. Yes, I'm busy on WhatsApp, stream, hosting, and the AD, and sorting out you for your interview. But that should be beautiful.
Tough job, eh?
What are things I do to myself? Okay, so these 5 people are off beautifully. So Serious Sam and GTP GTI is off beautifully as well. Big Chief Edge and Charlie also off on a good start. No ADs here, so that's a good news. So we're just getting people now to come from Pool B to Pool A. All the AD from our pool went there and they're sending theirs over here. So we're just exchanging all the defects.
At least to get some guys racing.
And return to sender, yeah. But we're going to do 1 or 2 more race starts, test starts to see. And then I believe if all else fails, everybody will join one single pool. Which I hope and trust will be mine. Otherwise, my spamming efforts for this stream will be null and void.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for some of the guys that are battling with internet.
And Leap is 80. Did you see his comment earlier when he 80'd and asked him, is he stuck or... Then he replied back on the chat comments on PSN, yeah. Says, no, he's just looking for shortcuts.
He's trying to get a leap ahead of everyone else, eh?
Terrible, terrible. Okay, let me just quickly write here for them. Great. Continue practice. Continue practice. Just waiting. Oh, I hate typing like this. I should get second screen. Some pool. I know everybody can see what I'm typing, but I have a bad habit of reading out the words I'm typing. Just waiting on some pool B lobby guys. Okay, Benz United 1995 send a friend request. Benzi on his way. Got it. Did you just say join Drank stream now? Having a chat with him. Please tell me Drank is not Dean and autocorrect was not your friend.
I tried to say Dino, and it auto-corrected to Drank on that other stream, on the other channel.
Okay, but Drank, I'll do as Drank. See, in both languages it has a good effect. Drank,
And
it's
Dino,
like, and drunk in Afrikaans.
actually.
So you drank drunk the previous night. And drunk is drunk. Different spelling. So those two words in English and Afrikaans just merges so well together.
I always say to my lady
Where
that Afrikaans is such a lovely language. Just some
Yeah.
of the effects and sounds that you can get from it that you can't get in English. So awesome.
That's true, like the word morse. You guys use our word morse so many times. Yeah. Especially the Cape Townians. That's true, but the effect of the word in English just doesn't roll off the tongue as pretty if you say it in English. You guys make that word, I know what word you're talking about. Sounds so much more classy.
Let's hope no one types it in chat.
Please don't. Oh, he just opened up a can of whoopers. You know that. A can of worms,
Spam.
rather. People are going to type that now.
I'm just looking at the dailies for this week. I can imagine quite a few guys are probably going to be doing daily B and daily C. Have you had a chance to try?
Yes, I'm not going to do dailies this week. But to be honest, Anthony, which Jitai, and Sunburn Donkey are going to milk the wet Tokyo race. Sunburn Donkey's quality time is in the top 30 in the world at the moment.
Oh wow, okay.
And Jitai is about top 100 in the world as well. So I think that wet race in the GT League gave everybody a nice start, and he's milking it now. So I just received Sparville as well.
Yeah, I think I might do one of my lockdown streams on the daily race.
The GR1.
Yeah, around Lesath, so I might try to do that. But I've just noticed that the cars that they've been using is a lot different to what I'm normally used to using. I would normally use that Mazda Vision car,
Yeah.
GR1 Vision car for this track. But I see a lot of the guys are using the top 10 guys are using the R18, which is the car I'm used to. Not one that I'd favor. But obviously a lot of the guys also using that Toyota hybrid and seeing a few Peugeots. One of the top SA guys now is using just at a time in a Peugeot.
We're going to be 7 people now. Yeah, GR1, I haven't tried it, to be honest with you. I haven't driven it much. I think I drove it the first week I played for one daily because I didn't know what a daily was until I did the daily. Then I realized what a daily was and what online racing is. And so I haven't done it since. I think the scar tissue hasn't healed yet.
So it doesn't look like you might be joining us tomorrow then, eh?
It doesn't look like that, no. Okay, our lobby is full.
So who have we got? Charlie C00, Jay Favings, Big Chief, Zero Sam, GTP, Edge, Urmesh, and Pansy.
That's correct, yes.
Okay.
Okay, let me just quickly say this. Test, start, enter. One chance only. Tell me, if the guys AD and they start at the back, they continue racing, or does it just AD the right, like, straight through?
If they AD on that last restart, then unfortunately they won't be able to race.
Okay, so it doesn't
The
take a
reason,
second or two or three to reset and they continue driving.
no. So the reason why I think that they start them from the back is just so that obviously, as you see, if they're starting in
Yeah, it
front,
doesn't mix up,
it
yeah, okay.
slows the guys behind them down. So
Yeah, it makes sense, it makes sense.
yeah.
Always wondered. Okay, everybody's in, let's check this. Hold thumbs, please, Kaylin. So I know you were supposed to finish your interview now. I do apologize for this.
No stress, no stress.
Not a good professional commentary debut for Dino Cantino.
The only thing that's waiting for me is that Tiger King thing that I've been hooked on now.
I've seen that season, and how is it?
I've just watched the first 2 episodes, and I mean, yes, there's a lot of different types of people. Let me say that. Not what we used to hear in SA.
Fair enough. We've got some decent liveries. Look at Pansy 1985's livery. It's not too bad. Very pink. Definitely sticking to the theme. Wimesh is slightly dark. A little bit of pink. I'm not seeing 80. Oh, Wimesh is 80. Pansy is 80. Top 4 is fine. Charlie is fine. He's just stuck behind Mesh. So, Faving, Mesh, and Pansy 80.
Seems like we're having quite a bit of trouble with the
Yes.
lobbies this evening.
I'll just say 80. Start. Back grid. Grid.
It's really strange. I mean, guys could have the best internet, but
For some reason, I don't know.
yeah.
Quali in 5 minutes. Shame, I'm just giving those guys extra few minutes to practice because they didn't really have practice time, and they've got your finishing times to try and chase, especially Serious M and GTI.
They do.
Yeah, well, they can still win.
Oh yes, because they were part of Pool 1. Yes.
Sorry, you already let the championship go to your head.
No, you know what? With all the racing I've been doing, it's a bit difficult to keep up sometimes.
I see we've got 2 hellos there from 2 people, if you can see that.
Sorry, just gaining connection. To Jacques Saunders, how's it, bud? And to Mr. MEFC Monty Prevere, how are you, brother?
I'll probably respawn right now. Jock Saunders, that's Jock 1985 Yaya. Beautiful. I like Serious Sam's welcome comment. If you're not first, you're last. So there's a quick question there, or pop quiz for our viewers. Where does the line come from? If you're not first, you're last. Kaylin, I know your heart's breaking to answer this, but you cannot.
Luckily my mic was turned off because I did answer it actually.
Did you? I see on the WhatsApp group now. Dion, I think, is on here. I think it's Pansy, yes. He says, oh, the race is only 1 lap. He didn't know it's a test start, so he was going flat out. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, I see there's a Big Chief Triple Eight. I've never seen his alias or his PSN before. Do you know him?
No, also new to me. Would be interesting to see how he races.
Hmm.
I think his PSN's in reference to one of the shows.
Yes, 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 yes.
Street Outlaws, yeah. It's one of the things I watch after the races.
Really?
Yeah.
Leap, as early in the group, said, "Oh shucks, he's gonna have to watch out for Big Chief." So maybe it's a good name.
Yeah. Like I said, I've never actually seen him at racing, so I think I'm not sure what pool he's coming from. I noticed that within this GTSSA season, a lot of the guys that have been joining the lower pools obviously aren't suited to race there because they didn't do any seeding or anything, so they do kind of climb the ranks quite quickly.
Just have a look at the comments, brother. MUFC Monty answered you if you want to give him if he's correct or not, and Jockson just said who Big Chief is.
Is it Will Ferrell from Talladega Nights? Absolutely correct. It's an awesome movie that if you want to watch some comical racing. Jacques Saunders, Jerry Supra 88 is my dad. Is he racing tonight?
No, and read up. Big Chief is Jerry Supra's brother. So I'm assuming Jock, Big Chief is your uncle and Jerry Supra is your dad, correct? Oh, look at Mulgary's comment again.
Owens. Happy to have you, Mulgary. Happy to have you, bud.
He's a legend. Okay, so Pansy left. Was Pansy one of the guys that... Yes, he was one of the guys that AD'd. It was Pansy, Mesh, and Favings that AD'd, correct? Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so everybody's on here. Let's do this. Go to race settings, right? Edit event settings. You change the grip to low. I hate when I change something and I don't save it and I just go out. Okay guys, so qualifying will start now. 15 minutes quali. Go. Okay. Some people exited, they're changing their tires. So let's see, Favings has left the room. He'll probably come back now to his quali, so let's see. Or he can't leave the pits. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Okay, Favings has just joined the room and he's probably going to enter and... Kendall says, okay, so they're using Jerry Supra's livery or livery? Is it livery or livery?
I say livery.
Yeah, and then I'm also going to say livery. Okay guys, if it's right with you, Mr. Pace, we can start the interview in about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, all good.
Beautiful,
So
beautiful.
Just watching some of the other racing that's going around currently. I believe, I don't know if you guys know of Mr. Sprinkler 92.
Yes,
He's
yes.
running a series now called Future Formula, which is, what's tonight? Monday night? Every Monday night from 8. They're currently doing their first round, if I'm not mistaken, around Sardinia. And they're using, I think it's the Red Bull X 2017.
But you're asking the wrong person with that. Please help finish my sentence type. Look, it's not going to happen, brother. I have no clue on that. That's beautiful.
So yeah, no, that I'm just checking, making sure it's the X 2014 standard.
Okay.
So yeah, another one of the interesting series that have seemed to sprung up the past month or so.
Okay.
The guys in the SA communities.
That's
Bit of
amazing.
FOMO. It's a bit of FOMO, I won't lie.
Perfect. Okay, so let's just quickly go spectate. Let's do the times. Guys, don't worry about the comment box and everything like that. As soon as the race starts, I will take it off and just revert to my second screen. But for now, I'd just like to keep this open here while I'm busy with everything. So as you all know, we have Mr. KLM Pace. He's giving me permission to use his real name, Johan Doppies Legransie. Sorry, I'm joking with Mr. Kalen Mawa. He's on for the interview, and he is the reigning champion for the 2020 Season 1 at GTSSA. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, brother. I appreciate it. It's an honor having you. So, yeah.
It's happy to be here, man. Nice to see that some of the guys that didn't get to race on Thursday at least are still keen and willing to do more racing or to catch up on the racing today.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's kick things off with a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, perfect. So if you have a look back at your season, I know it was 8 races, a quick, short season. What do you believe, if there was one, was your best moment in the season, and why was it?
Ooh, to try and remember all the races is the struggle. I feel like old age is actually catching up to me. If I remember, the first race we did was the Gran Laguna Seca. If I'm not mistaken, I finished second behind Sunburn Donkey there. That was a good race. Then we had Mount Panorama as well. We had, I can't remember if we did Fuji. I think we did do Fuji, and Skitty actually won that race. But of the ones that I remember, the one that kind of stands out for me was the Spa-Francorchamps race.
Okay.
That reason being that I think I qualified second or third in that race, and had quite a big battle with one of the gents, SMP3 Pro, and ended up in a bit of a tussle between me and him at the last corner, which spun me out, and then trying to basically do a recovery drive, which was one of the highlights of my season, because it meant quite a bit of overtaking for me, having to kind of dig deep just to finish or place as highly as I could. Luckily, I fell back to the back of the grid there, and then I luckily managed to make my way all the way back up to 4th place with one of the more focused drives that I had to do this season. So I think for me that one was quite a standout race. I mean, happy to have gotten the fastest lap for that race, and just to be able to have come from behind. Yeah, sure.
And I believe it's not always just about the races you win with the biggest margins or pole position qualifying and win. It's not usually your most memorable. It's actually where you had, like you said, to kick in your heels and dig deep to get that back from last place into 3rd or 4th, you said?
Yeah, it was 4th place finish.
If you can remember approximately, what is it, that margin that you had to catch up to get into 4th place? Give or take.
Well, I think
10,
it was
20
very
seconds?
early on in the race, so I think it was lap 2 or 3 that we spun out. I would say about 10 seconds gap. And I mean, with the pool 1 guys, 10 seconds is a long time.
It is.
Yeah, I mean, with the fact that FLA's in that race, he finished about 15 seconds ahead of us, was massive effort on his part, because I think he was just cruise control most of that race. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Just a quick one here for the guys that's watching. People can follow anyone here. If you have any specific requests or people you would like me to shift to, please just message the comment below. I will have a look at it and I'll do my best to get to them for you.
Gary in the chat saying, Pace, can you race for me next season, please? I'll buy you more Sky coffee.
Everybody knows you're the champion. Believe me, bribes are coming your way.
Yeah,
it's going to be one of those other dig deep moments to say no.
Definitely. Well, Gary, just on that mention, Sky Coffee is one of my silent sponsors, I don't get any like kickback from them or anything like that. Just try and promote their page. Funny enough, though, I'm not much of a coffee drinker, even though I'm promoting coffee. But
It's the case with all superstars. They probably hate the product they're promoting. So
I actually had it on Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and I'm not gonna lie, it was amazing stuff. I haven't had coffee in about 2-3 years. So the fact that I had tried it out was quite awesome. And I mean, to have their coffee, really cool, really nice stuff. Please follow Sky Coffee.
guys, follow Sky Coffee. Trust me, they're not paying him and he's not paying me to let him say that.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay, perfect. And then one of the other questions we have for you is, unfortunately, you're going to have to choose one. You have to choose one. Or you can do two, one for personal and one for actual skill. Who was your biggest arch rival in this first 8-race season and why?
So I think for me, there was mainly 3 guys that I was always worried about for this season. One being Sunburn Donkey. He was kind of one of the new guys that joined the communities, and from seeding he was really quick. I think he set the 2nd or 3rd fastest time, if not the fastest time in seeding. And in race 1, when I saw that he was mad consistent around the GTSSA in a similar car to what I was racing, made me quite worried, I'm not gonna lie. Another guy was Skitty1. So Skitty, he's one of my EKZ teammates, and he was a teammate with me in one of my LNR seasons, and he was also one of those guys that was up and coming, and if you notice Skitty, he's always online and always practicing, always trying to get better. And I mean, this season, especially his last 2 races, he kind of proved that he's made a lot of ground in terms of sim racing. So I mean, just trying to catch him at Fuji, and he wins the race by 10 seconds, and having him following me this last race, the whole race, and then just pulling out 5 seconds from me within the last stint of that race, that really showed me that I think he's going to be quite a strong contender for the next season if he is joining us. But just following on to that, one of the guys that I think was my main arch rival for the season, although he did qualify or seed in one of the lower pools, in terms of his racecraft and just how good he is from previous seasons all the way up to now, whether I'm racing him in GTSSA, in LNR, or in face virtual endurance racing, is Mr. FLAs. Like, I can never understand how, especially with a race that involves fuel, he can shift the car so low but still manage to keep up the same type of speed as if he's qualifying, which is a really scary thought, to think that guys can use the lowest end of power from the car but still be going so quickly. So I think for me, he was one of the guys that I'd always be focused on and find out where he is on the track and what he's doing. I think one of the races where I tried to emulate him was the Suzuka race. I think that was around 5 or 6. I just tried to follow him, and every time I'm trying to mirror what he was doing, somehow he'd be pulling out 0.2, 0.3 a lap off me, and I'm just like, nah, I can't do it. Let me just try to race my normal way of racing. So yeah, I think for me, definitely one of the guys to watch out for is FLS. He's definitely come, I think, from one of the lower pools all the way into pool 1. Literally won, I think, 2 or 3 races on the trot, no issues. Yeah, I think, definitely him, definitely FLS.
Beautiful. So that's the answer, guys. Sunburn, Donkey, Skitty1, and then FLAs.
Yeah.
And those are 3 top contenders. Just a quick one for you guys as well. Sunburn Donkey does drive with an actual controller, a DS4 controller, and he doesn't use the analog sticks. He actually uses the 6-axis motion to turn and use his wheels like that, and he is super quick, especially on sprint races and his online time trial qualifying races, where tire wear is not a big issue or a disadvantage against the wheels. And just
Yeah.
some internal information, he did purchase a Thrustmaster T300 RS last week, and he started a second account practicing this week already, so please watch out for Sunburn Donkey next season. KLM Pace, what do you have to say about that, brother?
Dude, I need to upgrade my equipment.
That guy's gonna be quick.
He's gonna be mad quick. I'm actually worried to see. I mean, he's also joined my esports team, EKZ. So yeah, big ups to him to see that he's investing a bit more in his racecraft, and
Definitely.
just scared to have to face him on track once he gets used to that wheel, man.
Yeah, I think also what that's going to make you do is focus your leagues to maybe lessen it from the 67 or 88 that you're currently doing per week. Maybe
Yes.
down to 2 or 3 with
Yeah,
regards to them.
Most likely, yeah. Then I was just thinking, you mentioned that he uses the 6-axis of the DualShock controller. How awkward must that look while you're driving on screen, man?
And just
No
to think,
no
you can't place your
disrespect to him,
hand, your elbows on your knees because it has to be in the air the whole time.
yeah. Exactly. And I mean, he must be in pain after a race.
I can definitely think that. Imagine if he is race with him.
Yeah, sure.
But he did say he played with an Xbox apparently before, where they had that little wireless wheel thing that you raced with, those Mario Kart type races, so he was slightly used to it, but he's super quick with that, it really is.
Okay. Now, I mean, whatever guys can do, and I mean, it's nice to hear about guys like that are able to find any means just to race with us. I mean, participation's key, and that's all. I think that the admins for GTSSA look into trying to get guys, no matter if they're on a DS4, no matter if they got the cheapest wheel or the most expensive wheel, they just want guys to participate in racing.
Yeah. Okay, so let me quickly run through the qualifying times there currently,
Sure.
because we are going to run short of about 20 seconds now. Okay, so Serious M and GTP are both in Pool 1. Then the bottom 5 people are from Pools 4 to 8. 1 second from each other, quite close margins, not too bad. So with your prediction with Pool 1, who do you think it'll be? Serious M or GTP? GTI will take it.
So, I've raced against both these guys. Serious Sam, definitely a good contender, and I've got my I've got my money on him, rather.
On Serious Sam?
The Honda that I tried to take last
Oh, favoritism, yeah.
Yeah. But no disrespect to GTP, GTI. I know he's quite a serious contender, and I think the race before this one had quite a nice battle with him as well. So, yeah, I mean, between the two guys, can't really say there's much difference between them, but I'm really hoping that Sirius pulls off the win for this one. Just he mustn't beat myself and Skitty's race time.
We can only hope and see. The only guy that will be pushing him is GTI, so let's see what happens. Let's quickly have a look at the spectating, and let's start at the back. Hope that nobody ADs and we can have the race done. Okay, between 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, I know it's a shot in the dark for you. Which top 3 will you place?
So, position 3, I have got my money on Edge. I have raced with him before, and I know he's quite quick.
Okay.
I'm quite interested to see what Big Chief can do.
Good, perfect start. We're off. This is great news.
Okay, awesome. Nice
Okay.
to see all 7 going to be racing. Like
So your money will be on Edge, is that correct?
That's correct. Dino, I think you have made a mistake though in terms of the laps.
No, it's just a practice start, so that's fine.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
I've got the... Just wanted to check the start there.
Yeah, but I do believe that Edge will probably finish in 3rd. Thereafter, it's really a shot in the dark. I think as the positions are now in qualifying, will probably remain as they are in the race. Bar maybe 4th to 7th, they might shuffle a little bit.
Okay.
But I think key for all of them will just be if they make a mistake or not.
Absolutely beautiful. Okay, perfect. So your money's on Serious Sam, but do you think it's going to be a close contending race?
Definitely, definitely. I think between him and GTP, it's just a case of who's able to keep it on track.
Perfect. Let me just write to them I have their cues.
Cool. And I see Malgary saying GTP for the win.
Yes, guys, I know it's 3 laps. I just did it. Say start, relax.
My dad throwing shade at me, saying I drink rooibos tea. Yep. It's one of those calming drinks, man. Malgary saying, did you catch the hint, guys? Don't drink coffee. I'm not saying don't drink coffee. I mean, it strokes different folks. So.
What did he say? Indian guys don't drink coffee?
No, he says, did you guys catch the hint? Don't drink coffee.
Oh. Apologize for my comment. I've misheard you, brother.
No stress.
Okay, so everybody is in. Let me quickly get that grid. It was Serious Sam, GTPI, Edge, Faving Charlie, JVDM, Big Chief. Okay, all confirmed, race start. Here we go. Okay, perfect, guys. So, it's the pace. You want to just quickly co-commentate the start with me, and then I can continue with my questions, if and only if you don't mind.
Sure, no stress.
How's the wife? I hope she's good. Hope she's not on your case. I know you want to spend time with her. Like I said, I didn't plan on any of these 80s or exiting happening.
Nah, all good. Unfortunately, with the lockdown, we've been working from home, and tonight's one of her later nights. So just was hoping to spend a bit of time chatting to her while she's busy. But nah, all good. She's.
After you just said that, now I'm not gonna feel.
No, she's quite calmly watching TV at the moment, so don't stress.
Just please tell her my sincerest apologies from my side, please. And I want to hear you say it. Unless you're very far away.
I'm a bit far away, yeah.
That's fine, don't shout. Okay, so let's have a look at the starts. Almost missed that. Okay, again perfect, no AD. Let's stay at number 3. Should give us a good view of the 2 guys ahead and the traffic at the back. I think the camera placement's perfect. So we've got Serious GTP GTI, which is Anthony. I hope I'm saying correct. H777, J Favings Dikunzi. Damn, that's a mouthful. Charlie Koo, JVDM, and Big Chief.
Awesome stuff. Nice to see.
Okay, let's quickly get this lap 1 underway. We can continue with the interview, ladies and gentlemen, and then after the interview I'll just continue with the comments section off, and we have a full screen race. I see Big Chief slightly falling behind. I don't think the guy had some practice, but I believe JVDM and Big Chief both are new guys in the GTSSA lobby. So
yeah, it's nice to see that everyone managed to get away. I think we've got a full lobby that's able to race.
yes.
And I guess you can see from, like I said, 4th to about 6th.
Oh, and Serious Sam has went off.
Oh no.
What happened here? Is he still in the slipstream?
Oh,
He's still in the slipstream. He's lucky. That was a bad mistake. Probably just pushing slightly too hard.
Yeah,
He's on
looked
racing
like
socks.
Looked like he clipped the corner on the third last corner there, so kind of his car went hard.
Look at Mulgary's comment below. Mulgary, you're very funny. Thank you, brother. I know I'm in deep trouble. Okay, first lap's done. So let's quickly get through this interview. Thanks a lot for giving us your time. Champion 2020 Season 1.
No stress, no stress.
Okay, so we're happy with your predictions. We said Serious Sam's going to be in P1 for you in GTI 2. And then the podium, or the 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 battle will be as is on the qualifying screen.
Yeah, for sure. I'm hoping it stays that way.
Perfect. Okay, so then general, just for the people, if you're a D, C, or B driver struggling with something, is not wondering or how the top guys are getting there, just understand that it is only small differences. I mean, between high B and high A drivers, Usually on a lap there's only a second difference, which might not seem a lot, but over a 30 lap race it's 30-40 seconds, so that 1 second can definitely come from a lot of angles. And if we had to ask you, KLM and Pace, what 2 hot tips can you give to B drivers wanting to become A drivers, or maybe C drivers wanting to become B drivers?
So, one of the things that I kind of strive to do, especially with the racing, is that making sure that no matter, everyone's a different driver, right? No one is the same in terms of how they race. So one of the things that you can't control, like as someone that's maybe trying to teach someone else, is that you'd never be able to make someone drive the way that you drive. But what you can control and what you can get someone else to try and control is how consistent they are in terms of their driving. So, and I know you mentioned that, I mean, between some of the top guys it's maybe a second or half a second, whatever it is, that they have a difference on them. But what is key is that if they can hit that time, whether or not they're second off, consistently for 3, 4, 5, 6 laps and keep going from there, will make your
Serious
racing
Sam almost went off again. He just had a penalty. Just mind me interrupting you. Sorry about that, Pace.
No stress, no stress. But yeah, like I said, consistency for me is one of the key things. That's why I try and do the Virtual Endurance series, which is run by the Logistical Nightmares guys. It helps practice consistency, because you literally have to bang each and every lap within 0.1 of a second of each other, not slow it down, keep it going, because that at the end of the day will make your racing a whole lot better and will limit mistakes, because not that you're always pushing, but you're always trying to keep that level lap time within your race. And then especially with the lobbies, one of the things that I can't stress enough is that qualifying is key. And I mean, you find it that if you have one of the lower qualifying times for a certain race, you generally will be starting at the back. And although if you do have a good race and a decent lobby where the guys aren't too ill-disciplined, would then and be able to make your way up that ladder, you'll obviously gain a lot of driver rating points and sportsmanship rating points. But if you qualify high, you'll find that, especially with the lower types of lobbies, when you qualify high, you will generally have a better race with the top guys in that relevant lobby than the guys that are at the back of that lobby. So for me, qualifying definitely key. Making sure that you can try and do as good a time as you can. If you find like races, fellow South Africans or fellow friends, maybe not do that track. Rather try and do one where you know you can qualify well and are a bit more comfortable with that track, because in that way you will at least build your driver rating and probably make sure that you get a higher driver rating, A or A plus if possible.
Perfect. That seems very, very detailed and everything. So the biggest thing that you're hitting on is consistency. If I didn't miss you or misinterpret you perfectly, if you just can tell the guys about Vez, what races that exactly is, and how do you mean that a race like that can specifically improve your consistency?
So,
and sorry, just quickly, I see someone is mentioning your microphone or your soft, maybe softer than mine. Maybe check if it is on max.
Sure, so I'll put it a bit closer to me just so that
there we go, perfect. Alwyn Sykes, tell me if this is better, please, brother. Thank you, you may continue.
Okay, so Vez is what we call a virtual endurance series. It's run by the Logistical Nightmares guys. What it is that we all...
Oh, look at JVDM, just hits off. He is still spinning, or he's lagging. Sorry, it looks like a crab over the course. I don't know what's happening. Can anybody see that? It looks like he's racing in a popcorn machine. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's definitely lag there.
Okay, so let's
just... had a bit too much Sky Coffee.
Beautifully said. Sorry, okay, so we know he's lagging. I'll just have a look at the positions table to see what's happening.
Yes, sorry. So the VES is the Virtual Endurance Series run by the Logistical Nightmares guys. What it is that we all sign up. So normally we have about 10, 12 guys in a pool, and it's an endurance race around one of the GT Sports tracks, and we all in the similar cars. No tuning, no like favorable cars or drivers or whatever. We all race on racing medium tires, and it's for 2 hours with fuel and tire wear. And basically what it is just literally guys all racing in the same equipment, same cars, going flat out lap after lap with the odd strategy involved. But strategy really doesn't really count. It's more just making sure that you can keep yourself consistent around the track, and making sure that you're quick as well. So for me, those types of races, those styles of races really help improve, especially consistency, to getting to know a track, getting to know a car, and then as well making sure that you're obviously quick enough to stay ahead of someone or catch up to somebody. And I would recommend it for anybody to try and at least join up for that specifically, as opposed to the GTSSA sprint races that we do every Thursday night.
Okay, beautiful guys. So if you have some extra time, which days is it? It's every Tuesday nights, if I'm not mistaken, Tuesdays and Saturdays.
So they've changed the calendar. It's every second Tuesday of each month.
Every second Tuesday of each month, guys. VES Virtual Endurance Series, 2-hour races for improving your consistency. It's from fast guys to standard guys, and guys just having fun. It's not all about the competition, but you can definitely be able to improve your consistency. And like you said, if you're hearing from the champion himself, you are able to improve your gameplay by significant amounts. I will definitely suggest for the guys who have time, every second Tuesday doesn't take a lot, so you can definitely get that done.
Yeah, and anyone that wants to sign up for those races, they're welcome to visit logisticalnightmares.com, and then just join in on the Discord server, where we obviously have the chats with all the different races that they run.
That's perfect. If you just kindly, I think, Pace, I'm sorry, I'm just putting like an order here. If you can just put down the links in the YouTube comments below for the guys to follow. Just have a look at these tire wear differences between Serious Sam. His tire wear is much worse than what GTI was. GTI was about 20%, and Serious Sam was, look how horrible his was. So a big difference between the Honda NSX as well.
Yeah, I think we saw that as well with the Pool 1 race last week Thursday, between myself and Skitty, that the GTR seems to hold its tires a lot better.
Then the NSX, yes. While I was busy looking at your race last week as well, I did jump between them. It was a big thing that we noticed as well. So you managed to keep up, and just those last 3 laps, Skitty managed to put away from me. And I think the only factor there was your tire wear with the NSX.
Yeah, definitely. I tried to make a switch to super soft tires because I was running on soft tires most of the race. And then, yeah, just obviously the tire wear between the two was a lot different.
Okay, perfect. So 7 seconds ahead of Serious Sam now, starting to fall behind. Both of them did the 8th lap pit, so I believe they might do the 8:16:24 stint. Another 7-second gap between 3 and 4. 7-second gap between 4 and 5. And then 5, 6, busy battling it out. Let's quickly follow them for a lap or two to see what goes on here. Ooh, that's good passing as well. Okay guys, remember, so 3 things you nailed on: consistency, make sure you play a lot, and number 3, don't always try to do your fastest lap every single time. Then perfect. Sorry about that. Oh, and Big Chief just went off, but I believe he might be a dirt player because he handled that dirt absolutely beautifully. Managed to come out behind again, and look at JVDM again, looks like a disco dancer raver. So, don't know what's going on there. Looks like he's racing in a popcorn machine. Like I said, this guy's drifting at 250 kilometers an hour. What a skill.
Crazy. It's crazy to see that on stream.
Okay, so let's start with number 4 Edge again. Okay, perfect. Then, number 2, the question that I've been hounding you on a lot. The whole mission for GTSSA to get South Africa on the FIA boards and on their radars to do FIA races, manufacturers and nations, everything. And when are you planning to start doing the FIA, man? We want to see that A+ points a bit.
Yeah, no, I've been quite a bit lackluster with the FIA races. I think the last one I actually did was literally just before I got the A+ rating, and that was a Suzuka race, I think October last year or something. But yeah, no, it is in the works. I'll probably start quite soon. I don't know if I will be doing the manufacturers races though. I probably will try and focus on the Nations Cup races only.
May I ask why?
So with the manufacturers races, I mean, it's kind of like the team versus team LNR races that we do every Sunday night, being mainly GR3 and GR4. It is nice in the sense that you're able to race for a manufacturer and kind of represent that manufacturer. But at the same time, I feel like with the SA guys, it's a lot better and a lot nicer to be noticed as a Nations Cup race as opposed to the manufacturers race. Although both actually get you to the world stage, it's nice to be one of those SA guys that's solely racing as an SA guy in the Nations Cup instead of as part of a manufacturer.
Hey guys, that's basically it as well with the champions. He's a solo lone ranger. He's going to be part of a big team. He likes to own the nations. Okay, that's a good one. I find it different. I like the manufacturers more, to be quite honest. There's too many variables for me in the Nations Cup, and I don't think I'm experienced enough yet for that. But for Oaks that is A+, like yourself, Beetham, all those other guys that are right up there. Donkey's on 46,000 DR now, almost getting to his A+. So good luck to him as well. It'll be awesome to see you guys representing South Africa there. Definitely wish you guys good luck. So
yeah, hoping so. Hoping to actually do it. I'm very skeptical about doing it with my main profile. I might try and use my LNR profile, but I think especially for the nations, I'll most likely have to use my main profile just to make sure I'm in
why is that?
decent lobbies. It's just obviously the racing's a lot better the higher your DR rating is.
Yeah, but definitely. I mean, myself, I'm quite a bit behind you, and I'm 35. I'm medium A driver, and I still get my top 10s and everything. So, which is the nice thing that ties into the next question. With our GTSSA season now, the races on Thursday is going to be linked to the next week's FIA race. So that means you don't have to practice for 3-4 different races. You can actually be 1 week in advance and actually see your qualifying times and where you stand up to the top 100 of the world. Surely this will make you more keen to use your A+ profile?
Yeah, definitely. And I think it is nice of the guys from the admins of GTSA that have come up with this plan. And I think hopefully it will replicate that a lot of the guys will be doing FIAs within our community. It is added practice, which is always crucial, and I think it will also help the community, especially if there's one of those races where you have to choose one of the options of cars. It will be nice to be able to race a few different cars or have a few guys racing different cars around you, so that you can kind of see what actually works within a race and what doesn't. So yeah, I think it's a really cool idea that the guys have come up with, being able to do an FIA race the week before. And yeah, hopefully that it still, again, as I think a lot of us in the community strive for, it will bring a lot of competitiveness out from the gents that are in the community.
Yeah, I also do, and the nice thing is that the admin definitely did a good thing about making people choose whether to do the nations or the manufacturers, so it's also a good thing.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm hoping that the guys at least we get a lot more participation. I mean, I think this season we had about 10-12 pools, right?
Yeah, I ended up on 13 or 14, yes, at certain
exactly
times.
That. So yeah, I'm really hoping that a lot of the guys are signing up for season 2. I'm definitely going to be doing season 2. Must say I really enjoy racing the GTSA races on a Thursday night, and yeah, I mean, being able to race against guys that at the end of the day become kind of your race buddies. It's really awesome, and it's something that the FIA doesn't really kind of get out of you unless you're in obviously the top tier pools where you're racing against the same guys regularly. Yeah, no, I'm really hoping that we get a lot more guys, be it on DS4, be it on G29 wheel, all joining in the community just to race and keep the sport growing.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful from the man himself. Okay, so what I've done is I've asked some people to send through some questions, but I believe everybody was just busy with their own personal stuff and don't give a shit about Dino Cantino. So I've got one or two questions from my side to you. One might be personal, either floating my boats or pushing me back, telling me some other things. So guys, we've got 16 people watching. Please, let's give the viewers an opportunity. Write down any question that you have for KLM Pace, the champion for the season. Any questions regarding to the racing, the season, his driver skill, his setup, you name it. Anything that has nothing to do with his personal life, obviously, please. He doesn't drink coffee, so that's question answered already. Write it down in the comments below. While I ask the two questions, your questions will pop up and we can ask them there. Thank you so much.
Cool.
So, KLM, a little bit about me.
Let's go.
Guy starting in January, middle January, finding his feet maybe till end of January, starting to get his first online races in and then joining your community, using a DS4 controller, analog sticks. Any advice that you can give to me? Any compliments, complaints, good things that you've seen, bad things that you've seen?
So I think one of the things that I can commend you on is that you participate in quite a lot of things. I think that already kind of puts you up there with being committed to race and at least wanting to try out as much as you can until you kind of like find where it is you settle into, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
There's a lot of guys, and I think you mentioned it about myself as well, is that there's a lot of guys that try and jump at every opportunity to do everything, be it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night racing. But the problem with that is that you have so much to do and so little time in terms of having to practice for a race, prepare for the race, work out your strategy, and then come race night actually implement it. So for me, one of the things is that you are committed. One of the other things is that I think we did a practice race for this actual race one of the nights before the main race on the Thursday.
Yes, we did a 10-lap race, I think.
Yeah, just being able to like follow you and see where it is that you're strong at and where it is that maybe you're not so strong at. It was quite difficult to try and pass you, so that's one of the good things. But yeah, I think a lot of the guys are probably not the best person to speak to, because I've been racing on the wheel with GT Sports since I started playing the game. But one of the guys you should definitely chat to is obviously like Sunburn Donkey, who I think you've been doing with already.
Yes, private group with him.
One of our older champions, Mr. Mikalo 5, he's been on DS4 since I've started racing against him, and I think with them they've been able to perfect their movements with that DS4 controller, that it almost as if they're using a wheel, the way they're so smooth in terms of their turning in and acceleration and everything like that there. So I think it's definitely something that I would suggest maybe you could try and work on, is just being a lot more smoother in terms of your input. But other than that, you've got the speed, definitely. It's just a case of being able to fine-tune those little areas within your racing that would make you do a lot better. I see actually Stephen Vessels, who is Sunburn Dog, he said throttle,
yes,
which is the main thing you need to work on, is your throttle. Yeah,
he's a throttle turtle, brother. That guy's super quick. Donkey, I don't know if you've been watching from the start. Pace did mention 3 people who was his arch rivals or his people to watch, and you were number 1 for him to watch. The one guy who gave him the biggest scare, knowing you on controller. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know if you watched. Maybe you want to redo that comment quickly.
Yeah, I was saying that with him in the beginning of the season when we did our seeding, he was one of the top guys in the seeding. and just seeing him in that Laguna Seca race being so smooth and so quick on a controller, never mind, and especially on a track like Laguna Seca was absolutely crazy. I mean, he was very difficult to catch up to, but I mean, yeah, if I had to race with him throughout that season, it would be really chaotic to try and get any wins whatsoever. So yeah, definitely a guy to watch, especially with his with the insider information from Dino, his new T300 wheel that he just got.
Sorry, Sunburnt, I didn't know if you want to keep it as a surprise, but I did tell everyone your new investment. Sorry, mate.
I'm very, very worried about him come the next few seasons or races, because he's definitely going to give us some trouble on track.
Perfect. Thanks a lot for that comment. Sunburnt Donkey, just remember your second profile is not your real profile. Just have to say that. Perfect. Okay, so there's a question for you, Mr. Pace.
Yep. From Alwyn Sykes here. See, being my first year joining GTSSA races, I would like to find out for season 2, would we seed from scratch the same as the first season, or do we continue from our current pools? So based on history, I know that with all GTSA seasons that we do a seeding, a week's long seeding, and they generally like to use one of the daily races for that seeding. But we all seed, start from scratch. You all seed to be in whatever pool it is that they place you in based on your race time, and then yeah, we go from there. So that's why I would say it is quite key that guys sign up early and try and seed, especially so that at least you're placed within guys that are of a similar speed than you.
Unless you do 300 laps like Dino Cantino to be pull through.
That too. But what you also generally find is that you'll be in pools, or you'll have a lot more races where you among guys that are of similar caliber to you, and it will make your races a lot more enjoyable than starting the season late and then having to make your way up to that type of pool where the guys are of a similar caliber of everyone else.
Okay, I hope that answers your question, Alwyn. That is a very true statement that you're making, KLM. I definitely have to agree with you there. I see that you're not the only one that getting compliments. Your father has another supporting role that he has to play, which is to me.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that there.
We're in a Lexus group together.
Son here, yeah.
We're in a Lexus group together, about 6-7 guys of us, and we all drive a Lexus together. I hate this car. I was outvoted, but hey, I'm a fan of sports, part of a challenge, so doing the Lexus challenge with him as well, and he's really getting up there. And look what Pluck for a car is.
Yeah, surprised. Sorry, just to answer you there. Surprised to say you saying Lexus. You hate the car. That's one of my favorite manufacturers to drive on this game. It's one of the most comfortable cars to drive.
I just don't like it. It's just shit. I'd rather use something else. To be honest with you, maybe the only reason I don't like it is the current, let's say, first 6 races was not for them, because they are 19th overall in our region and they are 12th overall globally. So obviously maybe the Lexus races are still coming ahead, but their tire wear is just horrible.
Yeah, it does take a bit of time to get used to the car and climb, but once you do get it, it's really easy to pick up and drive.
Yeah, sorry, it's Stefan Vessel, Sunburn Donkey. I see that you said thanks for sharing. I didn't know, but it might have been a surprise. I see Flakvark, which is Jakub Bester. I've also driven with him a couple of times. We had a massive race at Mount Panorama, which I believe was my best race for the season. We had a massive fight there. So he says, how much does he charge for private sessions? Or lessons, sorry. But I want to jump in here. There's something that myself and KLM Pace is working on with regards to that specific question, so we can't go into any details now. But they just keep a lookout for KLM Pace's fan page on YouTube, as well as his fan page on Facebook and mine. And we're trying to work on a couple of things with regards to that for lower pools, etc. And then I can learn from him and others can learn from me as well.
Yeah, 100%. And I think from my side, one of the things, I hope you don't mind.
Oh, Charlie Koo has gone off.
Oh, unfortunately.
Let's just see that. he got reset, so that's fine.
Yeah, so I was saying one of the things that I'm going to try and do a lot more of is obviously the daily races. I'm going to try and do some lap guides for some of the guys, and hopefully that will also kind of help them, especially with the FIA stuff. Yeah, going forward. And then I think obviously with the FIA races being GTSSA races next season, it's going to work hand in hand with them.
That's beautiful. I definitely think it's going to work as well. Yes, guys, I've been pushing Pace to start doing this as well now, because at the end of the day, he's one of the front runners. Actual, like I said, this season's champion. And it's up to guys like him to start getting South Africa's name out there. I mean, the whole reason I became a part of this league was because of that. And I saw none of our fastest drivers are SS rated, and I asked the question why, and this was mentioned to me. So let's just check. Let's see. Charlie Koo is giving GTP slack for damaging his car. My question is, I wish I could go back now. We missed that, unfortunately. So probably tried to overtake him as he's a back marker, and he didn't get out of the way. It's the only thing I can assume. If somebody saw that, please mention below. But if I didn't see it, you didn't see it, I don't know.
Too busy chatting, yeah.
Too busy chatting, yes, definitely. Okay, so those are the questions that were given to you. Kaylin, I really want to thank you for being on the show.
Awesome stuff.
It was an honor having you. Yet again, congratulations with your championship win this season.
Yeah, big thanks, Dino, and yeah, no, definitely thanks for helping me take out the time here just to get a few of the guys' insights, and yeah, just to chat to some of the guys, answer their questions.
Okay, perfect. If you don't mind, just to leave that Eleanor Logistical Nightmare site with, as well as the Discord link on the comments below for the people that want to join that virtual endurance 2-hour races. That will be perfect for them to learn. I believe a lot of people is gonna follow your advice. Obviously, everybody wants to follow people's advice, which is quite smart, especially fastest people in the league at the moment.
No, definitely done so now already, and just in terms of that, also please guys, any other things that you guys would like to follow, please subscribe to Dino's channel, especially if you are a controller user. He does race quite a lot, and I think watching some of his races will help you guys in terms of your daily races.
This is a smart man, guys. Please listen to him.
And then for any other things, do also follow myself, KLM Pace, on YouTube. I am also on Facebook, as well as Dino is also on Facebook. You can follow our pages there.
Brother, you deserve the self-promotion. Please leave your Facebook page tag name in the comments below, please. And then also just leave your YouTube channel on the page below as well.
Sure, I'll definitely try to do that.
Guys, remember, myself and Kaylin, both of us created a Facebook page as well. We just find it's much more, how can I say, interactive with some people with regards to posts, links that we can post, etc. As YouTube is only videos and streaming, Facebook might be a much more interactive platform. So he's got a fan page. It is KLM_pace-GT Sports. He's going to write that on the comments below. Mine as well, Dino Cantino-GT Sports. Please follow his YouTube channel as well. It's KLM Pace. And please make sure that everything is sorted there for you guys. Subscribe on his channel, as he's going to definitely bring more content to you. Instead of just streaming it now, he's going to be more interactive with the lower pool guys, lower tier guys, to bring everybody up with him together. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody that grows, becomes faster, the more he can get pushed by other people coming up from the bottom as well. So it's only going to improve him at the end of the day.
100%, yeah.
Okay, all the links have been put down below. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Sorry, I don't have that female things, which is Twitter and Instagram, unfortunately. Please follow me on Twitter. He's going to probably send, I think it's what it is, a hashtag. How do they get you there?
It's also just KLM Pace. If they search it on Instagram or Twitter, they should be able to pick me up.
Guys, if you search KLM Pace-GT Sports on Facebook, you're going to see a very weird Pakistani type looking guy. That is not KLM, unfortunately. His profile photo is a racing car. I think it's his Honda NSX. It is not that person. I see he has left the party. Not too sure why. Okay guys, so there's a 3-second difference between GTI and Serious Sam with about 3 laps to go. That's no problem, brother. Okay guys, Pace's lights went out. I'm assuming power outage. I don't think Escom's locked down or something. Thanks a million, guys. Make sure that you follow him on YouTube, KLM Pace. He's going to write the comments for you now. He's probably listening still. He's going to write you his YouTube page and his Facebook page. Please subscribe to that channel. If you haven't subscribed to mine, also subscribe. So let's quickly have the last 3 laps here. There's a 4-second gap between GTI and Serious Sam. Did anybody see what happened to GTI? I'm a baddie shitty commentator for missing this. But I think maybe Serious Sam extended his tyre life a bit to try and catch up or clean the gap. That's the only way you can have 5 seconds gap here, to be honest. I don't see what other way he managed to pick up a 20-second gap. Edge on 3rd place comfortably with 16 seconds above Favings, 17 seconds ahead of Charlie Koo and 48 seconds ahead of Big Chief. It is an unfortunate thing about a makeup race, unfortunately, gents. Okay, and it means Serious Sam was probably pushing for a 2-stopper only and not a 3-stopper. Is that correct, Red Roll Gaming? Yes, Pace, unfortunately that 15 minutes turned into quite a bit. I mean, your answers were very, very extensive, and I want to thank you from my side. Definitely, thanks a lot for those detailed answers. I also took a few notes mentally on that regard. Definitely, thank you so much. Thought it was going to be a quick interview, but hey, guys like you don't have short answers. You've got fast races, and that's it. That's your only answer. Guys, this is going to be a very, very, very close race. Total time for the Pool 1 race was 36:06. And I think maybe GTI is going to get that number 1 or 2 spot here, to be honest. Let's have a look. He's got about 20 seconds left and about 20 seconds left on his timer. Kalen Pace, watch, brother. Skitty, you guys better watch out. I am in the wrong. I apologize. It is only lap 29. Stupid mistake. That's me. That's this guy. And just to put it in there, my qualifying or finishing time was 30. Oh no. Was it 37:06 that they finished on? Please correct me. Was it 36:06 or 37:06? I believe it was 37:06. Sorry. So he might still be on here. He might still be on. $37:06 was that time. Kendall, in this race, whose pool 4 is Edge 777, Kendall. That's the only person in pool 4. So GTI is pushing that lap time. Coming down the final straight now, he has 4 seconds. This is where Skitty ended. He might go for Pace's pace. This is where Pace's passed the line, and that's where GTI finishes. Believes that it's a total race time of 37.10 or 37.11, 1 or 2 seconds behind KLM Pace's time. So this is absolutely phenomenal time. No slipstream. He didn't really go tag team with Skitty like Pace did. So for him to have achieved this time is absolutely phenomenal. This guy was so consistent with his lap times. Didn't have a fast lap of 111s, only a 112, but it looks like he did that the whole time consistently. Exactly what Pace spoke about, consistency. Now we're just waiting for Edge to finish. Edge will probably come over the line with a total time of probably 38.07. 38.07. What a prediction. Now we see Faving's going to cross the line. Faving is crossing the line in a time of 38.25. Charlie Koo coming up following. They've timed out, unfortunately. What a race, guys. Thank you so much. Victory to GTP GTI. Absolute stunner of a race. Total time, I believe, was 37.11, which is quite a fast time. Let's quickly have a look at this. And let me have a screenshot of that. I think I press it. Okay, the screenshot has been saved. Look at the times there, guys. 37.10, 1 second behind KLM Pace's finishing time, and 5 seconds behind, or 6 seconds behind Skitty's time. So I believe that'll bring GTI third place. Absolutely beautifully done, brother. Your timing was perfect. Good race. Good race to Serious Sam. And the Honda NSX's tire wear just didn't go the way he planned. From the first lap or second lap that he spun out, it just hasn't managed to get it back there. Edge Pool 4 guy finishing up in 38.06. Definitely a good race time for Pool 4 as well, and the other guys doing their time. So thanks a million for watching. Thank you so much, Kaylin, for being on the show, on the channel. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Please like or subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. We'll try and have one of these perhaps once a week. The commentary will be there. I'll make sure that I can improve every single time on this as well. So thanks a lot for everybody that commentated, wrote their comments, etc. Just again, make sure you follow KLM Pace on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram, those two other girly things. And then myself as well, Dino Cantino, on YouTube and on Facebook. Beautiful stuff, guys. Okay, that's all from me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was an awesome race. And then, yes, congratulations to Anthony, GTP, with a race time of 37.10, which will get him a third place in Pool 1. Beautiful. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. Have yourself a good one.